Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you guys are now day or night, but let's just say it's morning. Okay, this morning I will show my exam to all of you. So listen carefully because this is useful knowledge. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Imam Taqwa, and I come from Sumbawa, University Technology of Sumbawa, from study industrial engineering. I'm gonna present presentation about ergonomic cognitive. The question number one, what is ergonomic, cognitive, and cognitive ergonomics? First, the word ergonomics, the science of work, is derived from the Greek ergon, that's mean work, and nomos, that's mean laws. The definition of ergonomics, or human factor, is the scientific discipline concerned with the understanding of interaction among human and other elements of system, and the profession that applies theory, principles, data, and methods. That's the thing you should remember. Theory, principles, data, and methods to design in order to optimize human well-being and overall system performance. Definition of cognitive. Cognitive or cognition is a term referring to the mental process involved in gaining knowledge and comprehension. This cognitive process include thinking, knowing, remembering, judging, and problem solving. This is from this slide. You should there has four things that mention is thinking, knowing, remembering, judging, and problem solving. One, these are higher level function of the brain and encompass language, imagination, perception, and planning. Definition of cognitive ergonomics. Cognitive ergonomics is the field of study that focuses on how well the use of product match the cognitive capabilities of users. It draws on knowledge of human perception, mental processing, and memory. So you guys, you should remember 3 points in this slide is perception, mental processing, and memory. So next, question number 2. Explain why cognitive ergonomics is important to learn and mention the benefits in your opinion. Okay, let me answer this question. In my opinion, why cognitive ergonomics needs to be done is because this science field, it is very intense to study and explore human performance of job that's being done. With various components contained in the science field so that worker can complete work properly and correctly, such as analyzing the memory, attention, and perception of workers while at work. Benefit ergonomic cognitive is, number 1, work productivity increase. Number 2, such as speed, accuracy. And number 3, safety and reduce labor when working efficient time is reduced, as well as training and education costs. So the question number 3, explain human information processing along with the state and example. Information processing theory is used by psychologists to describe the stage of how individuals receive, decipher, and react to daily occurrence in their life. Learn more about the definition of the state included in information processing theory and the role of the three stages of memory. State of human information processing, which specifies a sequence of three stages information goes through to become encoded into long-term memory. Number one is sensory memory. Number two is attention. Number three is perception. Number four is short-term or working memory. Number five is long-term memory. In this slide, you can see how step-by-step information processing model is worked. Number one, you can sensory input. This is sensory memory part. So next step, you go to short-term memory in maintenance rehearsal and rehearsal information is lost. In end the part or step last step is long-term memory. Some information may be lost over time. For example, when we are distracted by light, after getting attention, we immediately make a perception of the light. After seeing and getting information about the light source is turned out to be from the motor and create a short-term memory after experiencing repeat events. The memory is stored in the long-term memory. Next question is number 4. Explain what an example attention is and the impact when person attention is disturbed. Attention is awareness of the here and now in a focal and perspective way. For early psychologists such as Edward Bradford Titchener, attention determines the content of consequences and influence the quality of consequence experience. For examples, attention is also essential for any type of work, from office jobs that have a certain amount of reading of writing, to air traffic controllers, athletes, cashier, drivers, doctor, and CAO. Every profession requires every kind of attention. Impact someone when he ignores attention while driving is have a crash or accident that threaten the safety and life of drivers. So let's move to question number 5. Explain what perception are, example, and impact when a person's attention is disturbed. Perception is in human the process whereby sensory stimulation is translated into organic experience. The experience or percept is in the joint product of the simulation of the process itself. Relation found between various types of stimulation and their associate percepts to suggest inference that can be made about the properties of the perceptual process. Theories of perceiving that can be developed on the basis of this inference. For example, you have different perception about school with your friends because your experience in class on school. Affect perception are the time at the which an object or event is seen affect perception. Let's move to question number 6. In the question 6, we have 5 more questions. First, what is memory? Memory is the part of the mind by which data or information is encoded, stored, and retrieved when needed. It is the retention of information over time for the purpose of influencing future action. If past event could not be remembered, it would be impossible for language and relationship or personal identity to develop. Number B, difference between working memory and short-time memory. Working memory is the system which comprises of short-time memory and also the structure and process which help in storing and manipulating information temporarily. Short-term memory is the temporary memory which is spanning in the range of few seconds. So let's move to the next question. Question number C. Difference between short-time memory and long-term memory. Short-term memory has limited capacity, can retain and rehearse information for about 20 seconds. Between long-term memory has unlimited storage capacity and can hold information for extended periods of time. So, difference between short-time memory and long-term memory is information capacity unlimited or limited capacity. So, next question, question number D, examples of memory application. For example of memory is sensory memory is a memory that deals with the temporary storage of information carried by one sense. Each sensory has one kind of sensory memory, namely sensory information that still remains shortly after the stimulus begins. On this memory is useful in every line of daily life such as school, work, and others. So last question is number E, impact of impaired memory. On information into memory is sensitive to distractions. At the same time, retrieving that memory may be compromised by interference from pre-existing memories. These two debilitating effects are common in neuropsychiatric conditions. However, to date, modeling them clinically has been slow as it requires prolonged training. So that is the last of the question. Thank you for attention and may this presentation can help you and telling you much about ergonomi kognitif. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.